Let's have a bit of fun, shall we? I had my hair cut the other day. I had it all shaved off. And I said to the bloke, what do I look like? He said, you look like a big cock. I said, well, that's good. Everyone calls me a little cunt. Do you know what I mean? Quick drink. Not so hot this time. My fucking mask ain't falling off and sweat ain't dripping at me fucking eyeballs. I was walking down the street yesterday, out here. Fucking parcel force van drove past. Driver leaned out the window, he said, excuse me mate, have you got the time? I said, yes, between fucking 9 to 5ish. See how he fucking likes it. Every time you ask him, don't you? Where's your parcel coming? Between 9 to 5. And they don't fucking turn up, do they? Cheeky cunts. Yeah. Speaking to my mate the other day, just been on holiday, Australia. Fuck me, that's hot. He said he had to take his puffer jacket off. Do you know what I mean? He said the women are a bit strange in Australia. He said you can only tell the difference between the men and the women as the men fucking spit further. You know, spit further. Fucking hell. And he was going out and about in Australia. He's in the taxi and he said to the taxi driver, "Here, John, do you mind stopping up here? I want to take a picture of a kangaroo." Got his camera out, you know. I said, "You're losing your fucking mind and your fucking eyesight." He showed me the pictures. That was a greyhound taking a shit. Anyway, he went out, he had too many drinks and he fucking wandered off. He woke up laying on his back with a big, hairy, ugly, smelly fucking thing staring at him. Luckily, that was the missus. He got back to the hotel, you know. Well, his missus is quite handy, you know. I mean, she's got her own business. She like reads tarot cards and does some crystals and esoteric stuff, you know. Very funky. I think it is. Good shit. So I used her services once. Not like that cock, you know. Get your head out the fucking gutter, will you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I went to see her. I said, I'd like my palm read. She fucking hit it with a hammer. Yeah, I still don't think she's forgiven us both yet for swapping her Tampax with a fucking party popper at Christmas. Her fucking New Year went off with a bang. Pulled the string. Bloody hell. It's been a tough old year. Mum said, keep your chin up. I fucking tried that. I kept walking into the fucking wall. I couldn't see. Yeah, the old mask. I'm an ugly fucker. That's why I wear a mask. The fucking tide wouldn't take me out. Do you know what I mean? I look like fucking Slough out of the Goonies. Hey, you guys. I was in the bakery with the missus. I said, do you want a hot cross bun? She said, no, I want something nice. Something that'll tickle me fancy. I went, well, I can fucking do that for you later if you want. You know what I mean? Beaver, you know. Yeah. Dietitian told the missus to try and get her weight down. I said, it's down round her arse and hips at the moment, Doc. Any further down and her ankles will look like they belong on a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do you know what I mean? Get your fucking weight down. Yeah. My mate just got back from his holiday. I said, how was the holiday, Tony? He said, I went to a little Spanish island. I went, oh, I bet that was lovely, wasn't it? He said, no, it weren't actually. It reminded me of my wife's minge. I said, really? I said, what do you mean? It's quite a big place, you know. Used a lot, you know. Quite moist. He said, no, it's fucking hot, sticky stunk, and I fucking wouldn't want to go there again. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure she's a lovely lady. You know, relationships are fucking hard work these days, cock. I tell you. And they're strange too. There was these two ladies in the cafe. I was listening in as you do, you know. Nosy cunt. And one said to the other one, are you going on a blind date Friday? She said, be careful. Once you start dating again, after all of these years, things have changed. These days, a man expects a woman to perform fellatio on him on a first date. She said, blimey, I'll have to get some practice in. I haven't sung any fucking opera for years. La 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 la. Fucking hell. Fellatio. Cunnilingus, that's not a fucking Irish airline. Yeah. Do you know some men send you pictures of themselves and some send you pictures of their private parts, cock? And that? Like, here, look at this. Bloody hell, Sally. He looks a bit of a dick. Hang on. Scruffy hair, wrinkles, really long neck, big head. Ah, that's a fucking dick pic. But you know what I mean, don't you, Dick? I'm so out of touch with the fucking youngsters. A young lad, he had his car painted and all garried up. That's an old phrase. You put big wheels, fluffy dice, fucking big exhaust, and black the fucking windows out. Now they put fucking lights underneath. You know what I mean? And his mate, he said to me, "Do you like his new paint job?" He said, "It looks sick." I go, "Yeah, it does look fucking sick. That's a yellow, green, horrible, sicky colour. Get it down the fucking garage quickly." See what you're on about? I said, "When you're sick, that means there's fucking something wrong with you, mate. You go and see the fucking doctor when you're sick, don't you?" What is wrong with these fucking people? Don't you mean it looks really fucking good? Do you know I haven't spoken to my missus in 5 years? Oh, well, it'd be rude to interrupt, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, my mate's a bit thick. Yeah, not the full ticket, you know, a bit, you know. He had a hard upbringing. Yeah, so did I. Quite, you know. And he sat around scratching his arse at school and his plums instead of learning. And we went to a posh do at a social club. He went up to the bar. He said, "How much was it for a beer?" And the lady said, "The drinks are on the house, sir." He only got a fucking ladder out and climbed on the roof. I said, "No, you dickhead. It's a figure of speech. That means you'd have to pay for them." Thick cunt. Which was lucky. Yeah, I have been known to tell the odd joke about women. So let's have a few about men, eh, cock? What's the difference between a man and a condom? Condoms have evolved. They're no longer thick and insensitive. Yeah, my mate's let himself go a bit lately. He's grown a nice round beer belly. And he came home the other night. His missus said, "What's that big round thing under your tits, love?" He said, "That's a beer belly." But he said, "Actually, that's a fuel tank for a fucking love machine. You know, fancy." And she said, "Well, the overflow on there is too small. It's obviously not draining the fucking beer out quick enough, is it, you fat twat?" You know what I mean? Why does it take 1 million sperm to fertilise one egg? Because men are fucking stubborn, aren't they? They never ask for directions. You know, stubborn. An angry woman told me this one, cock. He said, "Why are men like toilets?" He said, "They're either vacant, engaged, or full of crap." Well, I'm a man. I didn't phone the police or write to the government for fucking discrimination or slander. It's a fucking joke, isn't it, cock? You know, it's funny. You know, not all men are thick and not all women are clever. You know, it's a bit of both. That's just a bit of banter. You know, normal. You know, smile and enjoy it. You know. For some people, the word marriage is more than just a word. It's a fucking full sentence. You know what I mean? Yeah, my mate's a bit old-fashioned. He was dating a new woman. As you, he said he was going to have a special night for her. He said, "I'm going to make her a 7-course meal." I said, "7-course meal? You can't cook, you thick twat." I said, "A burger and a 6-pack of lager is not a fucking 7-course meal." Do you know what I mean? The delivery driver, it was in the house 3 doors down yesterday. I was waiting for my parcel. I'd been fucking rebooked 3 times. Bastards. He was in there ages. I went round, knocked on the door, thought I'm having this. He came to the door with her in their undercrackers, you know. I said, "Will you hurry up? I want me package." She was stroking his cock while I was fucking stood there. I said, "Well, she obviously wants your fucking package. I'll see you in half an hour. Hurry up, will you?" Fuck, talk about awkward. Fucking hell. Cock and balls hanging out. Fucking curly clock springs. Yeah. I just bought a sticker for the front door at 10 Downing Street. Fucking Bob the Builder. Hang on, here's the gun. "Can we fix it?" "No, it's fucked." Yeah, that is. And another one just for good fun. "What doesn't kill you gives you weird coping mechanisms and a twisted sense of humour." Ideal for a fucking comedian. Do you know what I mean? I've got a friend who's homophobic. No, he's not scared of his house cock. He doesn't see a gay relationship as a viable option for him. And you should choose what's shoved up your arse in life. Imagine this. He was in the pub and he was trying to tell a few jokes, and these 2 gay men come in. He says, "What do you call a man who marries another man?" I said, "A fucking priest." I completely ruined his fucking punchline. The moral of the story is, my mate doesn't mind being a bellend as long as no one sticks a bellend up his arse. What a knob. And the real moral is, if 2 people want to be together, man or woman, whatever, it's their choice, and that's called a private life because it's fucking private and none of our business. Be happy for them. Yeah, my mate said to me, he said, what do you think of gay marriage? I said, let them get married. They're entitled to be as fucking miserable as the rest of us. Share the fucking misery. Do you know what I mean? My friend Mark is gay. He told me some good jokes about cocks and arses and shit. Literally. He said, you know, I wasn't born gay. I was sucked into it. He fucking was and all. Don't judge everyone else. It's their life. Concentrate on yours. Try and fucking enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Life is a bit shit this lady. Yeah. Anyway, my mum is a very smart woman. Just recently she kept telling me that 50's a new 40. Do you know what? I got 6 points on my fucking licence and had to do an advanced driving course for that fucking bit of advice. 50's a new 40. Man in a blue uniform fucking pointing at me. Yeah, my health coach told me not to eat food after 6 p.m. I said, why is there a fucking light in the fridge then? Do you know what I mean? Answer me that one, bellend. I think my missus is secretly writing for Google. When I go on there, it never lets me finish a fucking sentence before suggesting something completely different. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, do you know, a recent study has found that women who carry a little extra weight feel less pain than the men who fucking mention it. Do you know what I mean? Try not to mention it. I read another article recently. You didn't know I could fucking read, did you? And that said women should not have children after 35. I said, yeah, that's right. 35 children's enough. Fucking have a sore beaver, wouldn't you? Where would you keep them all, you know? In the fucking loft? Why is a woman's mind cleaner than men? Well, they keep changing it, don't they? Do you know what? If I had £1 for every girl that found me unattractive, after a while they'd start to find me attractive. Well, I'd have money, wouldn't I? You know what I mean? What I couldn't. Well, I'm a decent geezer. I'm an old romantic. You know, when a lady's got a bikini on, you know, only covers a small part of her body, I only stare at the covered bits. You see, I'm decent. Women are like elephants, not because they're big. They remember every fucking thing, don't they? Every time you have a conversation that's recorded for fucking quality and control purposes. You know, some women feel they should have been men. Some men feel they should have been women. I had a feeling like that once. I felt like I was a man trapped in a woman's body, and I was fucking born. I was. I bumped into a mate. He got married to a lovely woman. I saw him in A&E. He had bandages on his hands, cuts on his face and on his body. I said, what the fuck happened, Tom? He said, never tell a woman her place is in the kitchen. That's where all the fucking knives are. Yeah, last time he has too much fucking sauce. Yeah, do you know, if a man speaks in the forest and there's no woman to hear it, is he still wrong? In my humble experience, girls are like roads. The more curves they have, the more fucking dangerous they are. Do you know what I mean? Slippery when wet. I was with a lovely girl once who was watching a film on the sofa. She started kissing me passionately. I kissed her back, as you do. She said, let's take this upstairs. I said, you grab one end of the sofa, I'll grab the other. We'll fucking carry it up right now. Do you know what I mean? Let's take it upstairs. I think she'd rather take it downstairs, down south. Anyway, have a good evening. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment. Tell me what you like more of. Tell me what I ain't fucking done yet. Give me some ideas, or just call me a cunt. Whatever you want to do. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.